Look at that.
But take a look. So what you've got here is a dedicated sort of biker hotel and fantastically laid out.
Well, quick update. It's raining.
In the previous clips, it comes with a carport, which is perfect for putting the bikes under.
And out into the sunshine.
Well, it's Friday morning, and Max and I have just finished loading up the bikes. We're actually leaving Austria today. We're routing up via Zurich and to our destination tonight, which is a place called Col de Bussang, and we've put the details up on the screen and in the description for you.
Yeah, well, as you can see, it's still quite low hanging cloud, but yeah, the sun's poking through now, so we're gonna make a quick getaway. So yeah, like Dad said, it's 9:45 now, so we're gonna go a slightly different route to what we originally planned. We're actually gonna go through Liechtenstein. I always find it difficult to pronounce it, and around via Lake Zurich and then up that way, so just another country to tick off the list. But yeah, should be a good ride.
But what we will do is just switch the camera on if there's anything of interest that we see. But the main objective today, of course, is to get to our overnight stop tonight, which is at Col de Bussang. So we'll do an article there. It's another motorcycle hotel. We're there tonight before we head up to Calais tomorrow. And then Sunday we've got an early morning crossing scheduled. So it's been fantastic staying here. Our adventure's sort of coming to an end. We've got another couple of days which we're looking forward to. But yeah, we'll talk to you again very soon.
Well, we just had a quick fuel stop and managed to get my sat-nav working properly. It was giving me a list rather than a screen, which I found very difficult to use. So we're just about to set off. A friendly local UPS driver has told us to be careful on the roads because apparently there's speed cameras and police everywhere this morning. But look at the beautiful day it's turning into. Well, we said we wasn't going to do an awful lot of videoing today, but we're just videoing our way out of Zams itself. One thing we found here is the weather. The weather forecasts are extremely accurate, although they're extremely variable. So this morning it said it will stop raining at 9 o'clock, and boy, it did. But until then, it was absolutely bucketing it down. And now we've got dry roads and clear sky. We're going to head to Zurich is our first destination. As Max said, we're going to ride up along the side of Lake Zurich via Liechtenstein. Basically there were two routes this morning, the route we came or the alternative route via Liechtenstein, and it was about 10 minutes longer to get to our final destination. So we thought we'd give that a try and enjoy today's ride. So just a quick update. We're making our way out of Austria, and I think we're about to go through quite a long tunnel. We've had to pay a toll for this one, €13 each.
Yeah, the sign up there said it's 15,000 metres.
Well, we're probably about 8 or 9 kilometres into this tunnel now. We've got about another 7 kilometres to go. And I actually find it quite difficult riding in this tunnel because you're getting a sort of a resonating sound off the tunnel walls from the bike, and with the red lights and the white lights in front, it makes me feel a little bit not giddy, but it sort of gives us sort of a closing in type feeling as you're riding along. As you can see, I'm trying to track as best I can in the centre of the road here. And very, very strict speed enforcement through here. Cameras everywhere. It's 80 kilometres an hour limit. They've got these emergency pull-in areas, which are just on the left and right here, with the distance to go. So just there is 2.5 kilometres left to go. So we're nearly out now. Feel like a bloody mole. And we break out into the sunshine. Oh my goodness, it's a drop in temperature as well when you come out. Well, we're just routing now to pick up the main road, the motorway to Liechtenstein, and Google Maps is just taking us off the motorway to avoid some congestion. Just look at this dramatic landscape in front of us now. Just thought we'd bring you back to share a little bit more of the journey. We're about 102 kilometres or so from Zurich, where we intend to stop. We're actually going through Liechtenstein at the moment, and scenery here is it's really dramatic, very green, very sort of high mountains and hills and cliff faces around us. And just picking up a little bit of showery weather at the moment, not too bad. It looks like it shouldn't last too long. On our right, we believe is the lake that goes right up to Zurich. So Zurich is at the north end of this lake, but absolutely stunning vista. Look at that. Hopefully I'm holding the camera still enough. I'm sort of riding with my head angled to the side a little bit. So Max and I made a decision just to drop into Zurich. It was a bit hit and miss actually, because time started to slip by. We hit a patch of bad weather, but we eventually found ourselves back on the road we would be travelling on anyway, and then it was a 2.5 mile diversion from that road. So we decided to drop down into Zurich centre and see if we can get a picture of the Zurich offices here, which is where I used to work. Not here. I did spend quite a bit of time here, but I was actually based in the UK.
So we're just leaving Zurich now, and here is the main Zurich offices.
Well, we had a flying visit into Zurich. I used to work for Zurich Financial Services, retired a few years ago now, and absolute pleasure to come and meet my old manager, Paige Adams, and also one of my old colleagues, Adam Page. So guys, if you're watching, absolutely fantastic to meet you. Wishing you all the success in your future endeavours, and thank you for coming out to say hello.
So we just stopped at the services. By coincidence, it's the same services that we stopped at on the way down, so we're sort of close to the Swiss-French border. We've just got another 90 miles to do today, so about another 2.5 hours of riding, and then we're going to be at our destination for this evening.
Well, you joined us back at the French border. We've just passed through Basel actually, and very, very sticky, heavy traffic. It's probably about 30 minutes onto our journey, but we're just going through the border, and yeah, we're going for a little chicane here. And back into France by the look of things, yes. So, back into France. Well, we're now 10-11 miles from our stop for tonight, so pleased to say that we've now completed the motorway work for today. When we left Zurich, it was motorway all the way through to Basel. Basel, as you probably saw in the video, was very sticky, quite busy, but most of the time the traffic was moving, but it added about half an hour to our journey. We're now heading in towards the Vosges Mountains, so that's what you can see in front of us, or what I should say is the very edge of the Vosges Mountains. And although we're not spending any time here, I have heard that it's a great area to ride, so we're actually going to be sort of sussing this out for a future tour to spend time in this area, because it is fairly close. It's a day's ride or thereabouts from Calais, so it's one of those sorts of places that we feel you could sort of probably come and do a Friday to Monday type thing. So we'll bring you back on when we get nearer to the hotel, and we'll share the well, trying to find it for starters, and the drive up to the hotel. Let's see what it's like. We got 2.5 miles. Lighter down. We got 2.5 miles to go now till we get to tonight's stop. But we put the video on a little bit earlier because if you can see on my screen here what this road looks like in front of us now. This area is called the Col de Bussang, and it throwing up some really lovely roads at the end of the day, especially when we just spent the last 5-6 hours on the motorway coming up from Zams today. This is a fabulous way to finish the day's riding. So what we booked tonight is sort of a biker bread and breakfast type place, very similar to the Hotel La Mouche that you would have seen in one of our earlier episodes. So we're expecting very much the same sort of thing tonight, you know, standard sort of basic accommodation, cold beer, good food, and like-minded individuals there. And it looks like we're all about to find out together because it's just a few corners away now. So here we are, Motorhotel Col de Bussang. Oh, there's quite a few bikes here by the look of things. Loads of bikes. Doesn't look like there's any room for the GS's. Oh, there's one there and there's one over there, Max.
Well, after that fantastic ride in, which hopefully you've seen on the video now, we've arrived at Motorhotel Col de Bussang, or Col de Bussang. And what a place this is. Over the last 2 weeks, Max and I have stayed in some amazing places, as you've seen, and this was really booked initially as a stopover on the way back to Calais, but take a look. So what you've got here is a dedicated sort of biker hotel, plenty of secure parking for the bikes, so parking over the back there and also parking down there. It's in a really lovely area. The guy who runs it, we put the details now up on the screen of the website. But the guy who runs it, you know, everyone has dinner at 7 o'clock in the evening. So we're about 20 minutes away, hence we're cramming in this bit of filming before we have dinner. Breakfast is served between, I think it's 7 and 9:30. And yeah, really clean. We'll take you inside in a few moments and just show you what it's like. But it's clean, it's well laid out, it's got an absolutely fantastic atmosphere. So, Motorhotel Col de Bussang.
The hotel's actually owned by a Dutch guy, and he took it over recently from a guy from Belgium. So it's lovely inside, we'll show you in a second. So there's bike parking there, as my dad mentioned, and there's also bike parking down there as well, kind of like an overflow. It's kind of a beautiful old building. You just see, so it's Friday night tonight. As we said, we're heading back to Calais tomorrow and going home. But it just kind of gives you a feel for how busy it is. And it's only kind of the start of the riding season. It's, what's the date today? It's the 5th of June. So yeah, awesome building, and we'll show you inside.
So we just come in the entrance of the hotel. Hello. And we're just walking into the main area. As you can see, it's completely decked out in bike memorabilia, and here is the main area. Max has gone over to the side. Jukebox in the corner, games area, and there's a motorcycle up on the wall, and fantastically laid out. Really clean, really great atmosphere. So yeah, we'll keep you posted tonight on how it goes. We'll let you know what dinner's like.
Yeah, and breakfast in the morning.
Breakfast in the morning.
So we just, like I said, I had a walk around the garden, and you can see the kind of landscape that her B&B is in. Vosges Mountain region. But you've also, like I said, you've got the secondary kind of like overflow garage over here. So we've got both the bikes parked up. Like I said, there's loads of stuff on display today. So yeah, we've got the GS is parked in there. They've all got covers over them, and then loads of bikes down here as well. Got a Multistrada, Triumph Tiger. So yeah, very cool.
Right, and we're off. So we've got 372 miles to do today to get us up to Calais. Quite a long ride, about 6 hours or so. But absolutely fantastic stay here at the Motorhotel Col de Bussang. Highly, highly recommended. Oh, and here is the owner, come to say goodbye to us. Thank you, see you again. So that was nice, and yeah, as I said, really lovely stay. I got plenty of footage to share, which we put up into our video. And yeah, we're working our way along this road, which we've got about 100 miles to do to get to the motorway before we then start to track north. So we're sort of going to be heading west for a while. Well, we've managed to get about 2 or 3 miles down the road. Max is just there on my right, and something's going on ahead. We're not quite sure. Lots of blue flashing lights, as you can see, and not a lot seems to be happening with the traffic at the moment. Yeah, so we might have to figure out an alternative route. So on our way down today, we were talking about the benefit of using Google Maps, and the same thing's just happened, because that road was closed there, and we're just driving around the edge of the village, and as you can see on the dash here, it's routing us around, and you can just about see the road that's now been closed. It's in red. So given that we've got a 6-hour ride today, that's helped us enormously. Otherwise that could quite easily have taken, you know, 7 hours or so, and that's a long time to be in the saddle in one day. Well, it is for me anyway. Well, a quick update on our progress. So as you can see there from the sat-nav unit, or the Google Maps I should say, 242 miles to go. So I think we started off about 250 today, so we had a good run. We're now on the French motorway network, and as you can see, it's extremely quiet. Let me just put the screen down. So more often than not, Max and I are the only people on this motorway. We haven't gone through our first peage yet. I'm going to try the Bip and Go device that I bought, which didn't work on the way down. We still don't really know the reason for it. So I've read up on it, and there's absolutely no reason why it shouldn't work. And I actually used the same device in my car when we went on holiday last year. So we're going to give that a go. But here in my little cubby hole on the bike, I've actually got my credit card to hand. Max isn't using the Bip and Go today. He's going to just go through and use the credit card to pay. So we'll see how, hopefully one of us will get through this time, but it remains to be seen. Other than that, we've got an arrival time of about 10 to 4 local time this afternoon. It's just coming up to 12 o'clock, so we got about 4 hours left to run. But although it's big distances today, you can see that this road network, or the motorway network, it's not tiring riding. You know, we're cruising along at 110, which is the limit on the motorway here. We've had a few roadwork sections, but because it's so quiet, there's no tailbacks, no congestion. We're just sailing straight through. So I'll bring you back in a few hours, or if we see if anything of interest between here and Calais. So we've just stopped for a quick break. We needed a pit stop. We're making great progress on our way to Rennes, and then we pick up the A26 and E26, which will route us up to Calais. So yeah, all going very well. Bikes are running perfectly. Oh, except mine. I've got a bit of a problem with cruise control at the moment, but we'll see if we sorted that out. There's a lot of flies on the screen. How you doing, Max? All okay? Yeah. Well, we've continued to motor towards Calais. Made great progress today. We've had a couple of stops. We're just about to make, I think it's our third fuel stop. Well, it's my third fuel stop. Max has got a big tank on his bike. He gets sort of 400 or 500 miles, I think, 600 kilometres out of it. But yeah, anyway, so I've got 58 kilometres of range left. The fuel station's in 10 kilometres, so we're obviously going to stop there to fill up. And that probably then leaves us about an hour to run to Calais. Just a quick word on the motorway. So it's been extremely quiet, just a few roadworks here and there. But it's a bit of a slog in terms of you just sat here for mile after mile after mile. But on the other hand, it's a great way, you know, of getting very quickly from A to B. So we'll talk to you again very soon as we approach Calais. So this is going to be our last fill up I should say, before Calais. We've got quite used to use these pumps now over here. There's a lot of faffing to fill up with fuel. There's really nobody works in these particular places, so it's all automatic, but we've managed to get it sorted. Right, so successfully filled up. We're just collecting everything up again now, and I think we got about 70 miles left to ride to our bed and breakfast for tonight, or Airbnb. God, that looks like a severe thunderstorm coming in from the left. Actually, you can see it's over on the right. I can see the rain. It's absolutely bucketing it down. Well, quick update. It's raining. In fact, it's not just raining, it's absolutely lashing down. We've taken shelter in this rest area, but we've made a decision. We're about an hour from Calais, and as you can see, there is absolutely no break in this weather. So we've decided to press on. If we get wet, we get wet. We're just, you know, the whole 2 weeks we've been away now, we've had a couple of rain showers, but this is the first, you know, proper rain we've had, so we ain't complaining. We know we're going to get wet. We got an Airbnb lined up for tonight, so I think that's what we're going to do, Max, isn't it?
Yeah, confirm it.
Well, Max and I have been really appreciative of the weather since we've been away. You know, we've had some very hot days, but we said, well, it could be worse. You know, it could be raining. We pulled over because we saw some horrendous storm clouds in the distance, and whilst we were pulled over, it absolutely lashed down. But we made a decision to carry on to Calais, else we're going to be losing time and we're going to be able to light arrival. But hey, look at this, we've just pulled out, and although the roads are wet, there is a break in the storm in front of us, so it looks like we're riding into drier weather, or where it's not raining at least. So fingers crossed we're gonna stay dry for the next hour or so before we get to our Airbnb. Well, welcome back. We're 3 miles from our Airbnb tonight, and as you can see, we have got probably a 30 or 40 mile an hour side wind at the moment. I think to the point that if we weren't so close to where we're going, we would pull over. It is very, very strong, and it's coming directly from our left hand side, so maybe it would be alright if we were heading into it or it's behind us. But it's yeah, it's severe. Look over there. It is. I reckon that's got to be 40 or 50 mile an hour winds coming across there. I wonder if it's like this in the UK at the moment. So this place we're looking for is called Le War. Yes, I reckon you're right, Max. That looks very, very familiar. Yeah. I reckon that's it there. Oh, great. We've got shelter parking yet again. Oh, Max, we've lucked out again on the last night.
Cool. So we spent the night here. Yeah, sorry we didn't record too much yesterday coming in. It was, as you probably saw from the footage, it was a bit rainy and cold and very windy. So we've just spent the night here at this Airbnb. We parked the bikes up. Fantastic location. It's right in the middle. It's about 10 15 minutes from Calais. So yeah, so as you saw in the previous clip, so it comes with a carport, which is perfect for putting the bikes under. So they were getting a bit rained on yesterday, obviously getting here, but it was nice to know that they were tucked away last night, all locked up. But do you know what we found in Europe? No one really locks their bikes up. I don't know if it's just a UK thing, and we've just so, you know, dialed in with keeping your everything safe. But in Europe, people just leave their bikes everywhere. So, but we still carried the locks and covers around. But to be honest, we haven't really needed to use them.
Max mentioned it's in the countryside. It's an absolutely stunning location. We're not sure what sort of farm it is, but it all looks pretty nice. Nice farmyard here. And then what we do, we just take you into the Airbnb. So it's attached to the back of this rather large house at the back here, which is the owner's house. And she was lovely when we arrived last night, came out and greeted us and actually had a beer in the fridge. And Max is now taking us through to the back garden, or to the front entrance.
Yeah, so yeah, lovely front little courtyard area, but we'll take you inside. So apologies for the mess. We kind of just got in and dumped all our stuff, but huge Airbnb. I mean, perfect for if you're obviously coming into Calais and you just want to get your head down somewhere. Real nice location.
Yeah, so as Max was saying, big kitchen, large kitchen, and there's a room here which we used as a drying room, so you can see all of our stuff being dried out here, which is great. Toilet, washing area, and then through here is another courtyard. There's the house I was talking about at the back there. Stunning place, really. Nice TV. A lounge area, and then 2 bedrooms. So it sleeps for 4 people in 2 rooms. And there we go. So it's 10 to 7 local time on Sunday morning. We're now going to pack up and head to the shuttle terminal, which is about 15 minutes ride from here. and start to wrap this amazing adventure up. So again, we'll speak to you again very soon.
Right, well, we're just leaving the bed and breakfast, or the Airbnb I should say. We just checked the oil level on the bike, so they were just coming down to the minimum level, so we thought it makes an awful lot of sense just to top it up, so we just put a small amount in each. Now we're heading towards Calais. We should be there in about 15 minutes, and hoping to catch the 9 o'clock shuttle or the 9:30. It just really depends how busy it is. So we're just coming up to towards the tunnel now, and we must be close because there's one of the tunnelling or boring machines that are that's been parked up there. So straight on here. Looks like there's lots of other bikes here today.
So we've just boarded, or sorry, we've just gone through passport control. Just turn you around. So there's Dad now. Annoyingly, the chin mount came off for me. So the last couple of days I haven't been able to have it on my chin. But yeah, it's been an amazing journey. Yeah, can't really say much more about it, but we'll give you a full debrief when we're home.
Well, just a little bit of an update really then. So we think we're on the train that we got booked on for. As we mentioned, we spent a little while just not servicing the bikes, checking the oil level this morning. We both decided it just needed a small amount, which we've now done. And we've been waved straight through, straight onto the train, and I think we're going to be going in 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll see you on the other side. That's spooky. There's nobody else on here. And out into the sunshine. Thank you. I guess some closing thoughts. It's been an incredible adventure over the last 2 weeks. 3,000 miles or thereabouts covered. Too many adventures, I guess, to remember really, but I guess the summary is, if you're ever thinking about touring Europe, just do it. We hope our videos have been of use and share some of the routes and the hotels and the places we stayed and what we've done. We do plan to do a summary of our trip as well, so perhaps sort of like a fireside chat type of thing, just to sort of go over the main points of our tour, how we planned it, what went well with our gear, what didn't go so well, what went well with the bikes, that sort of stuff. We're just going to be picking up the M20 now to take us back towards our home. We won't record this bit, it's going to be far too boring, especially compared to the trip that we've just been on. But we'll bring you back when we're a little bit closer to home. Just like to say to all our subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for following us on this tour. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. We found it to be incredible, the places we've been, the people we've met, and the sights we've seen. So we're going to do a more of a sort of like a chat summary in a future video, where we're going to be talking about how we got on with the bikes, what worked well, what didn't work well, the clothing that we wore, and the sort of planning that we went through. But for now, on behalf of Max and I, Max hasn't got his camera mounted at the moment, he's got a problem, so on behalf of Max and I, just like to say a huge thank you for watching this series. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed riding it, and we hope it inspires some of you to go out and do this. And I can say I'm coming up to 62 later this year, and it's never too late to do something like this. So thanks again, we really appreciate all your comments, all our subscribers, and we hope to see you again very soon.